mateys, and welcome back to another day in the captain's log, or something like that. Fellow captains, adventurers, survivors in the Archipelago, Wolf 190D here, back at you live from Survivor Land. I don't know, this magical world where supposedly Blackbeard is raising the dead and trying to take over the entire free Caribbean. It's kind of one of the interesting things, this mythos that they play in. I mean, even in less fantastic stories and things like that pirates were free people and stuff like that. I mean, maybe after a fashion they were, but come on, guys, come on. So, just a quick update. Sorry, I missed everybody yesterday. I was kind of beat, so there is that. Right. So, what are my missions for today? Oh, I don't want to recall anything. Ah, there we go. That's what. Ah, cool. Hey, I can build a crab trophy. All right. We've almost completed the coastal jungle. We have one more thing left to discover. Oh, there's some resources left to discover as well. And then we have to eliminate the local threat, who is going to be, oh good grief, who was that? It's the first of the bosses. I can never remember the guy's name. Anyway, we did get our boat last time. There she is, sitting proudly at anchor just off the shore. Okay, so we've got that. And we've also begun to explore some of the other islands here. So I think what I'm going to try to do today, or what I probably need to do actually, is go ahead and get a harbor built, some kind of rudimentary dock. Let's check our. Yes, I need a bigger boat. How my sea adventure began, though, is probably going to be the more pressing thing. Yeah, we need to. Well, I'm going to. We don't have to. You can do the main storyline, but be aware that as the ship currently is, when you first build it, it doesn't have any guns on it, no cannon. So you might want to consider. Having some kind of a dock put together for it, and a wharf. Now, how do I want to do that? Because technically, and maybe what I'll do is I'll just run the dock right up off of the. I want to figure out how I'm going to do this real quick. Because maybe it'd be nice if 15 degrees was the default setting, but that's okay. Doesn't have to be. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to run this part of the dock as close as I can to the shore, but I also want to get a little bit of elevation. All right, I'm going to try to get a little bit more elevation off of it. And let's go ahead and see what this is going to look like from here. This dock doesn't have to be massive because your first ships aren't huge. I mean, really, it's just something to run out to the water. Really, ultimately, it's just something we're going to run out to the water. But it needs to be close. I mean, it doesn't have to be. It's just the way I've been doing it for organization's sake. Because the bell has to be a certain proximity to the water. Your wharf does not. Now that's going to make things a little interesting for what I'm trying to do here, though not really, because I can build all the way out in that direction. And there again, this is just a basic starter thing, so it doesn't have to be anything real fancy, really. I mean, I could actually leave it like this, but I do need more wood. So let's chop some more wood, and the day's adventure begins with sweat and physical exertion. I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, that was interesting. I'm going to go ahead and drink one of these banana coconut drinks. See, dodos will leave you alone. Understand that, guys. Dodos will leave you alone. You do not have to run around killing everything, because not everything attacks you outright. The dodos leave you alone. But they are tasty. Uh-oh. The tree started rolling the other way, I guess because it ran into this guy. Is that a coconut palm? No. I'm going to try to keep the coconut palms around for now. I did not finish that tree. Shame on me. I'm not playing that. Okay. The good thing right now, and maybe this will change, again, we're still in early access, but, you know, personally, if you want a little bit more realism, I do believe the docks should cost a little bit more. Now, mind you, I'm not saying, oh, it ruins the game because it's so unrealistic. It's early access, right? We're still figuring things out, and you know, here again, it's kind of like the gripe about, why the ship isn't a fast travel point, because you're not on it. I mean, that to me is actually fairly logical. Okay, you know, I mean, hey, if we're talking about uber realism, if you die, guys, you should have to start over from the very beginning, right? Now that would really upset a lot of people because, again, the game's unforgiving. We've seen this before. How unforgiving. Wow, that hurt me too. How did that hurt me? I guess I was standing too close to the tree and it popped off the stump there. Anyway, yeah, I get it, okay, but you know, to say that you magically respawn at your last bed or campsite, that, come on, guys, that's also, so, you know, meet us halfway. You know, they're trying to meet us halfway. Maybe. I don't know that should hurt, but okay, just be aware. You know, and it does actually. Trees rolling around can break ankles, they can break bones, they can crush your feet. Okay. These cost 1 apiece. So see, and part of where I go with it is like, okay, it is what it is right now. But, you know, it could... I'm just going to run this dock out more or less to where my ship goes. And then what I'm going to do, actually, is I'm going to create a little spur here. Okay. There we go. All right. And then if we want, we can do something like this. And say, okay, now we got a nice little dock. All right. The harbor area is kind of blocked off, but actually it gives access. I mean, if you're looking for aesthetics, you know, okay, we can tweak this, but there's your dock. Okay, nothing super fancy. I mean, you know, we could even relocate the whole base. Actually, it wouldn't be hateful to do that. Let me check roofs real quick. Ah, good. We do have the other type of roof now, so what I'm going to go ahead and do real quick, because that's been bothering me for a while, is the incomplete nature of the storage shed. So now we're just going to give it a little open roof, just something to cover our goods so they don't get destroyed or spoiled by the weather, right? Hey, here again, nothing super hardcore. We're just doing what we do right now. Food. Run around and deposit some stuff real quick. We've got dodo eggs and bird meat. Okay. Okay, now back to the task at hand. I'm going to need some cloth, or coarse fabric rather. I'm going to go ahead and make a little bit. You know what, why not just make, because, you know, coarse fabric, that's something you use pretty regular. At least early on, you're going to use that pretty regular. Need some coarse fabric and let's see here. Where is the wharf? Ooh, we can't build a wharf yet. So what we have to do all right, what we have to do then is we're going to set up, and I mean, you can do this any way you want. You know what, just for the sake of economy, I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is make this out of plant fiber. Okay. All right, I think that's a 5. No, that's more like a 6. Okay. So we're just going to build a little structure here. And really it just has to be under roof. So here again, this is where you get into, I don't know, different things. Okay, and what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to build a little seaside facility. And you know, there again, if you want aesthetics, I can actually run this out a little bit more, or actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and bring it in one. Okay, and then we run a beam. And this is really all we can do right now. I mean, we don't have any other fancy beams, but we can run that, make a box. Okay, just make a basic box. Right, we're gonna put a roof over it. Me, I like these shallow roofs. They don't stick up as high. Practically speaking, they are less susceptible to severe winds and things like that. Wow, am I really out of plant fiber? Okay, well, we're out of plant fiber. I'm gonna go harvest some more plant fiber. Good grief. For some reason, you know, and there again, I'm kind of at a point in the game with my exploratory character, my experimental character. What do I want to do? What do I not want to do? Getting a head start. That way I at least in part know what I'm talking about. Sound like I know what I'm talking about. I don't always get it right, guys. I don't always get it right. These are good patches actually to chop your way through. You find a nice thick patch of ferns, you can usually chop several of them in one swing. And ferns seem to, anyway, at least what I've seen, ferns seem to drop a whole lot more plant fiber. So I'm just going to do some clear cutting around the base here, make everything look a little bit more pretty. Do I have to settle here permanently? Absolutely not. Am I on the lookout for better islands? Absolutely. I like to find ones that are a little smaller, at least to start off with. Something a little smaller, something a little bit more isolated, with not so much clutter, you know, like copper mines and abandoned camps and stuff like that on it. I try to find a nice clean island. That's just me. That's just my preference. I've built bases on islands like this too. It's just those become a little weird because usually the copper mine is too far away from the shore. Hey, if yours isn't though, great, cool. And these patches of ficus, these small ficus, they just break apart. So I like to chop my way through them too because you can get a bunch of them in one go. Look at that, boom, 22 wood, just like that. Okay. You know, and but wait, that's why I didn't build my base all the way over here, is because it would have it would have really, it would have messed up that clay pit. And clay pits I haven't figured out yet, and if anybody knows, hey, let us know, fill us in. Sometimes the clay pits look like they like dry up. Is that because you've built your base too close to the clay pit, or is it because you cut like the ground cover out away from the clay pit? I'm actually curious about that one. So personal weapons and ship fittings, I'll tell you what, we're just going to bring this down here, and we're going to put this on the coast for now. I know I could have built it up there, but ship cannons, instead of having to lug them all the way back up into the that up there, I'm just going to put them down here, right? And now we have another nice sound little work shed here. All right, so boarding party gear is going to require more rough hides. I can build cannons, and I can build hull bracing. We're going to go ahead and build those. Now the next thing I have to do, though, is going to be to build a wharf, which we just unlocked. Isn't that lovely? Right? And for transportation's sake, if you really want to do something like that, I mean, your wharf, here we go. I'm gonna destroy that bell, and I'm gonna reposition it. And this is something I've been doing, you know, there again. You can play around with this. You don't have to, but you can play around with this if you really want to. You can put your bell and wharf combo. For me, this actually helps to facilitate getting back to the base and unloading ships a whole lot better. We'll go into that, or at least I'll demonstrate that down the road. There again, no, don't have to. It's not a prerequisite. It's not a requirement. And then I'll do this with the wharf to kind of give it this little aesthetic kind of a thing. If I can get it to snap correctly. There we go. All right. And that way, you know, when you're, you know, watching ships coming into your dock, you're overlooking everything. You're up a little higher. Okay, cool. You can change the pitch that. You can make it higher. You can make it lower. Whatever you want to do. Do you have any fences available right now? Not yet. Okay. So anyway, we've got a bell. When we use fast travel, we can just get off the bell, come back, and come right up to the wharf and get into ship management. Very, very nice, very easy, very straightforward. Oh, and I'm also going to stick this bell on my ship. There's other things down the road that we're going to want to keep on ship. That way you can have kind of a backup supply of certain things. You know, powder, ball, food, healing items, you know, stuff like that. It helps to have extras. Speaking of which, where was I keeping bandages? Was I keeping bandages? I was keeping bandages. Okay, cool. I'm going to grab an extra bit of bandage. Okay. And let's hope to God, folks, we don't, let me see here. That's good. Okay. Hope to God we don't run into any large ships. Because, hey, let's face it, large ships are not fun. Right now, running into a large ship would not be fun at all. Okay, so, we've got our ship partially kitted out. I could run around the island real quick and check on some things. Oh, yes, that does remind me. We planted some bananas over here. I'm not going to harvest them just yet because I don't need to. But it does remind me. Ah, good. More cayenne pepper. Look at that. Little tasties. Okay. We got some, oh, I forgot. I did that just to have an extra comfort bonus at my mining camp. You don't have to do that. You really don't. Okay, apparently this is where I'm depositing certain things for while I'm at the mine. We're down to 80 charcoal. We're down to 5 wood. We got a lot of stone stocked up, which is good. Anyway, need to chop some more trees, so let's go ahead and cut some more wood. And I'm working on the railroad. Oh, ran out of stamina. Broke my rhythm. 25 wood. I need at least 100. The good news is that the copper mine is already kind of built out. So I'll probably be on the search for a better one here in the future. I know I spotted a couple, but I haven't explored any of them yet. So exploration's a big part of this, folks. Don't be afraid to get out there and find it, whatever it is. Don't be afeard of that. It's I could be misquoting, or I could be coming up with this off the top of my own head. I don't know yet. Adventure does oftentimes begin out there in the fog, as we call it nowadays. Anyway, you know, the fog. You know, this fog, this stuff where we don't know what's out there. That's where adventure begins, guys. And if you don't like adventure, well, maybe you're playing the wrong game. $127 wood, that's good for now. Okay, so let's go ahead and drop this off. Okay, there's that. Switch over to the pickaxe, because we might need some more copper here in the near future. We just burned up a fair amount of it building cannons for ships, so go ahead and dig in here real quick. Oh, there it is. Hi, Torch. There wasn't actually a lot to this copper mine, so really we didn't have to get in a lot to build. No, I'm sorry, a lot of. Sort of like a video, right? We didn't have to get a lot into building scaffolding and stuff in this mine, because this was a pretty like, okay, this is your starter island mine. I don't know, has anybody lucked out and gotten a really nice intricate copper mine? I know in the demo I was into one that just seemed to keep going down. I mean, there was like 3 or 4 levels to that copper mine. I mean, that thing went down into the earth. Did they do away with that? With the full release, did they do away with that kind of stuff? Did they, you know, and there again, the demo was just about getting a taste of what was to come. You know, playing around with certain things. The rapier of 1,000 cuts was really easy to find in the demo. And my God, was that thing overpowered or what? Actually, that might be a really good weapon for bosses. And I'm gonna have to consider that actually moving forward. Sometimes we just like to struggle through, but I'll try to demo a few things when it comes to dealing with the bosses and stuff like that. I'll try to work to that. Did this copper mine open since the last time I was here? Oh, where's there it is. I was gonna say, didn't I put a torch down? There we go. There we go. I'm getting back into it now. Did I find any jewelry? I did. I find that minor Capricorn ring, which is kind of crap. And am I? I'm still using my own cell card pack, meaning I'm going to want to upgrade that at some point. Always go for a better backpack, folks. Try to get the better backpack as soon as you can. It will make life a whole lot easier here in the archipelago. That's a lot of stone. I'm gonna go ahead and drop one of these bits of rock real quick so I can nab more copper. And then we topped off on the stone. Okay, we're full up. Inventory's full up. Let's get up out of here and get about our day. We're gonna go ahead and get some things set. And you know what I didn't do? What didn't I do? I didn't get some more charcoal on the cook. Okay, let me drop off that stone. Pick up that charcoal. Put that in there. That's nothing. Charcoal can go in there. Copper ore. Really? I had copper ore stored? Yep, I guess I did. And let's see how much we can make. 57. I'll just go ahead and make another 50 copper ingot. And even excess copper can come in handy. Like I ran into an issue offline where I didn't have enough nails. You know, I was building a frigate and I didn't have enough nails, but I had like 300 or 400 copper bar just kind of sitting around, something like that. That could be over exaggerating, but anyway, I was able to use the copper bar because, you know, I was at that point where I'm putting most of my iron into making shot. Let's go deal with this crab real quick because he's over here. Here again, demoing combat. It's not super intricate. I mean, guys, you know, Kingdom Come Deliverance wasn't super intricate either. But see, you can dodge, or you can time your attacks, flip those fiddler crabs over on their back, and they become real easy to deal with. Now, before I board ship with a compromised inventory, I'm going to go drop that off. Actually, what I really need to do is go find some boars, because let me see here. Oh no, I need my workbench. Need my workbench. Sailor backpack. I need one. I need literally one more rough hide. Okay. We've got a shovel, right? Got a shovel. Okay. Why was I doing that? Oh my goodness, I leveled up. Jeez, I'm really like, all right. I'm gonna grab 1 point to mastery. I'm gonna grab another point to vitality, and then 2 points to endurance. And then we have some talent points too. All right. Now, how do we want to do this? This is more for melee weapons, so this is going to increase crude damage, two-handed weapon damage. So if you want to go two-handed, that's the tree you should focus on, right? This is damage output, dominating presence. When an enemy dies within 8 meters, you gain 6% melee damage bonus. So, wow, that's actually really nice. That's two-handed weapons. This is more for one-handed weapons. So, you know, grants an additional 20 cents. I love the marathon runner perk because I really like this tree. This has been my favorite so far. You can also invest, though, in the one-handed weapons. So, you know, one-handed melee weapons, critical chance, okay, increased slash damage. If you're a fan of the sabers and the cutlass and stuff like that, might be a tree that you want to look at. The perfect counter thing, critical hit chance is increased by 5% for 12 seconds after a perfect block, so that's also kind of nice. Quick strikes increase one-handed weapon damage by 4. I mean, come on, these are pretty solid. It just depends on what kind of character you want to do. I've found that this is a really nice secondary if you do what I do, which is primarily use a saber, or I like the cutlass myself, and I'll get into that when I find it. But my secondary tends to be a blunderbuss and a musket, so I also like to use. I like to do a lot of you know, attacking with a musket initially, and the bullseye actually is a really nice thing as well. Temporal health gain by 25% when taking damage. I don't know. Stout frame is nice. It bumps your health pool, and too angry to die. I mean, this is also really nice. When you receive a killing blow, instantly restore 30% of your health. So that's also actually a really nice ability. There's some really nice survival abilities on this tree on the left. And then, like I said, if you enjoy doing what I do, you know, the gun skill tree would be really nice. I mean, there's some really good ones here too, like Sniper's Focus. While aiming, gain a 3% damage bonus every 2 seconds. It's capped at 4 stacks, so that's an extra 12%. But Extended Reach is also really nice because its shots deal 1% bonus damage per 10 meters between you and the target. So it's really good for those of you that like to engage at range. I like to initiate at range because there again, you know, it's classic military tactic. You soften your target up before you close for the fight. But I'm going to go with Marathon Runner to start. Actually, I'm going to put both of my points into Marathon Runner, and that's going to give me 35 additional stamina, and then I'll get 50. I'll get 50 extra at the top of that. The extra healing, though, I mean, I could split it and go with the extra healing as well. You know, whatever you want to do. Oh, let me see here. I have a mission. My sea adventure began is to destroy Blackbeard's pirate ketch. The boat is all the way over there. Why is the boat all the way over to that's? Oh, that's right, because that was where the broken ketch was, and then we just fast traveled back. Okay, so there's some shipwrecks in the area. There's a jungle cave. Really, we just need to get out and figure out what's out there on the seas. So, but first things first. First things first. I want to go find some more boar pelts. So what I'm going to go do is I'm going to go stir up some piggies. I'm going to go rustle up some piggies. And since I'm going to rustle up some piggies, I'm going to be sure I'm well nourished for the task. Yeah, so let's go ahead and make sure that we're well nourished for the task because okay. Why are there no pigs here? Oh, there they are. There's a sow right there. Oh, I boogered up. I hesitated. I thought I had a killing blow on that, and I didn't. And she made me pay for it, didn't she? Almost a quarter of my health. All right, here's a group of pigs. So there's a sow and a boar. And I'm out of stamina. Oh, this is not good. Ah, come on. There's one outside. And there we go. All right. We got him. We got him. Okay. Yeah, I really did not pick a very good camp location, but there again, this wasn't anything of permanence. I might wind up relocating this one at some point, but for now, it is what it is. How much did I need for the boarding gear again? Let's see here. 7, which is what I'm at, but I want to upgrade my backpack first. Storage is important. Managing that resource is very important. So, to me, that's the one that takes precedent. Oh, and it's not here. It's at the workbench, duh. All right. So let's see here. Sailor backpack. Oh, a higher level station is required, which means I need to build that. I need to build the sawhorse. And I'm just going to put the sawhorse over here because it makes more sense to put it over there. Okay, we'll take that and then, yes, look at how much more space we actually have. Okay, so foods, seeds, and yep, I was gonna say we didn't have no palm seeds, and I was out of meat. Oh duh! I'm running around with that extra stack of bandages, and what did I not do? Did not deposit it in my boat. Ship. I can go in there with that. All right. Are we ready to set sail, or should I go look for some more pigs? I mean, this island is pretty well explored out. Blackbeard's pirate catch. What I do want to do, actually, and there again, and sometimes things don't occur to me till after the fact. So, learn from where I booger up, guys. Learn from where I booger up. I'm gonna go ahead and make 10 of these repair kits, and I'm going to stick them on the boat. Right now, we don't have to get into boarding, and really, quite frankly, I think I would rather not. Let's go ahead and manage the ship. We're going to stick those repair kits there. And I'm just going to get rid of that plant fiber for now. I need it. It's 5 plant fiber. If I need to pick it back up, I can. Anyway. Now, kind of, again, reminiscent of like Assassin's Creed Black Flag. When you are at the helm of your ship, you can have your crew sing shanties. I'm not going to do that because, quite frankly, there might be some copyright nonsense involved with that. Even though I'm obviously on the game, and all due credit would go to Sean Dogger. I think that's how you pronounce his name anyway, Sean Dogger. But he's the same guy that did the Assassin's Creed. You know, well, not all of them actually. The Black Flag had a lot more of a collaborative effort, I guess, with the sea shanties and stuff like that. But Sean Dogger did some of the more popular ones. You know, like Lever, Johnny Lever. I have some of them on my iPad. Some of the names are escaping me right now. But anyway. I think we're ready, maybe, to get into some naval combat. I think we might be ready for it. Let's find out. These are some 2s, so they're about as low level as it gets. We can go attack these guys and see what happens. And you'll also notice too, the big ship. Once you get a bigger ship, your view range is a whole lot better. You discover the map a whole lot more rapidly. So don't try to don't try to like do the lawnmower thing with the little launch and try to discover stuff, because you just need to get from point A to point B with that as quickly as you can. Because that thing's just not it's not conducive to explore with the little boat. Here we go. Try to aim for the sterns. Try to aim for the stern of the ship. Try to show you what I mean here. I just overshot that. That was really bad. Okay, here's a good opportunity. Boom. Now those gold numbers mean that you hit the weak spot. There we go. Now we're chewing them up a little bit. But we have no combat. We have no combat repair kits, so that's going to make things really interesting here. Alright, I gotta try to get away from that hauler because those things are actually tough. And I don't have the good cannon that I'm used to. Okay. Let's go after this little hauler here. It is rather difficult, sorry. See if we can't sink him and get some man, my aim is really off today. I'm snapshotting way too much. See, the repair kit, the green repair kit, is a lot like a bandage. And your healing process can actually get interrupted with it. See, I done lost it again. There we go. We got one disabled. We got him disabled. Is this going to save our bacon? Is this going to save our bacon? Let's find out. There we go. All right, all right, all right. We got one. I'm going to go ahead and use it. And the combats will get reduced. They'll get reduced, but they won't completely go away. I overshot. I didn't count for that. Okay, and sometimes I find using the basic ones, even in combat like this, kind of help. I don't know, guys. I might be taking a little visit down to Davy Jones here. Is he moving? No. Alright, I gotta get away from that hauler real quick. Go after focus fire on that gunboat. Oh, he ran aground. That's why. Okay. Really? There we go. We disabled the gunboat. Okay. The hauler is bearing down on us though, and that's not good. Let's try to get some more repairs in, guys. Oh, okay, good. I landed a couple of those. There we go. We disabled him too. Now we can board him. I might try to risk it, but I don't have any equipment on my boarding crews, so I really don't want to go there. I'd really rather just play it safe, sink it, and move on with my day. All right, so both of these ships are now gone. I'm gonna go ahead and get the green repair kit back on. It's slower, it's more easily interrupted, but ultimately it does provide more health. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and sink this hauler. Right. And then we've now got some backup combat repair kits. Okay. Now let me see here. Where do we want to go? That island over there might be good to go to. Now, for those of you that are like, oh, you know, the ships don't show combat damage. Actually, they do. I mean, it's not great yet. It's not super detailed. But you can see the deck here is all splintered. It's all cracked up. There's breaks in the hull. You know, there's cracks and stuff. No gaping holes yet. Okay, I get it. You know, maybe hopefully this is an indicator that they do fully plan on doing that. I don't think I'm ready for another naval engagement yet, so I'm going to try to skirt these guys. But this is going to be another cluttered island too, so maybe I just go to these smaller islands and fully explore what they have to offer. You know, the one had a cave that I just kind of bypassed. The other one had a shipwreck that I didn't really tangle with because I was searching for my crew. Let's see here. And incidentally, those green repair kits, the nice thing about them, they only cost like 20 wood a piece, so they're really not terribly priced. Build a few of them. That's all I can say. Build some before you set sail. Be sure you have a stack and then some reserves before you go off on an adventure. Triton's horn, I'm not picking those up yet, but I will go ahead and chop on these things. It's a good way of getting wood and nails. I'd rather spend my copper on shot or on you know, upgrades, you know, cannon upgrades and stuff. I would much rather spend it on that than waste it on nails, when nails are they're actually quite abundant. You can find plenty of nails just by running around and chopping up those washed up debris. Okay, I explored that, so let's go up here and check out this. I'll go ahead and check out this cave and see what's up here. Coastal dodo. Okay, well I'll take some of that chicken. Oh look, some shrub seeds. I really haven't been planting shrubs at all. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and re-nourish so I don't run out in the middle of combat down here. And let's go check out this cave and see what it's got to offer. Like I said, I'm pretty sure this is going to be a, let me see here. And I'm just gonna go ahead and set these down. They're cheap, 2 wood apiece. Yeah, see, this is an abandoned pirate's cave or something like that. So we got that. And see, there's really just a few chests in here. Oh, look, some bandages and some more gunpowder. Okay, we can definitely make use of that. Smuggler's chest, officer's notes, and some piastre. Hey, now we're rolling in some dough, guys. All right, and the last one. You'll notice, be on the lookout for walls like that in these caves. This one, you're going to have to chop your way through these barrels that give you nothing. They're just kind of there. And then you, of course, pull out your pickaxe and bust your way in over here. And then be cautious because there are... oh, good grief. Ow. That was not pleasant. Okay. There's going to be some drowned in here, and they are... Try to keep these swollen guys from vomiting all over the floor. Ooh, blood. Yep, and see, I overdid it, I overcompensated, and I really, again, almost certainly paid for it. Oh. Alright. Okay. Those armored drowns are really tough, so watch out for them. They're kind of a handful early. Like that. And, oh no! Oh no! Yeah, that just happened. As soon as I died, I realized, I was like, oh no. I did it, didn't I? I did it, didn't I? Alright, let's recall our ship. And because I'm a person of a sentimental nature, I'm going to rename this ship. Because I'm of a sentimental nature like that. Actually, I'm going to go with a different sail scheme too. Because, well, because can. So, anyway. Let's unload while we're here back at base. I've got bandages. Maybe I'll put my spare powder on here for now too. And what I'll also do is I'll go ahead before I come back and get on board. Somebody remind me now. Somebody remind me. Let me see something real quick. Okay. Somebody remind me now. I need to grab some food. Where did I put my prepped food? My completed food. Where was I putting that? Oh, there it is. Well, I don't have enough, do I? I've got enough of this, so I'll go ahead and grab that. And do I really want to use up my spicy chicken with sweet potato? Not right now. I don't want to tap into that yet. Save it for more important And I'm probably actually out of storage. So let's see here. Can I build another bale? I can build another bale. Yes. Okay. What I'll do is I'm just going to put a bale over here on the dock, and I'm going to start to deposit some shipboard stuff in there. So like spirits and provisions, those can go in there. Any spare repair kits that I build, anything like that. And there again, this is not an ideal layout at all for any kind of base that I would like to have. It's really not ideal, like, at all. So let me see here. The drinks are going to go on board. I'm going to put that in the hold of the ship. Yes, it eats up storage space, but you'll thank me for it later. You'll thank me for it later. Having spares of stuff really actually does help. Okay. Oh, and then it is to get on your ship. Da, 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 da. There we go.
Helm's yours, Captain.
Uh-oh. Now, this could be interesting because of the way the dock's built, that might not be the best way to summon your ship. I'll have to see. Does it clear it? Does it clear it? It does. Okay. Alright, let's get up out of here. And I'm just going to sail pretty much directly right back to that other island. I don't know if I'm ready for combat with Blackbeard's fleet, like that fleet, yet. I'm going to want to try to upgrade cannons, which I think for now really is actually it's not terrible. It's going to cost, what, copper and wood. I also want to upgrade my armor. Because right now I've just got 100 defense and 100 attack. It's really not great. It's certainly not ideal. Not for anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up that cave. Oh, I did build a camp over there. Okay. Duh. The ones you put down, it's nice that they actually color code the ones that you set down. That way they stand out just a little bit more. I forgot about that. Ooh, golden one. Yes, we want the golden one. The golden one is going to be loaded with all kinds of goodies. And then you notice that down at the base of the golden beam, it's not just a barrel or like some floating debris. It's actually like more like a wrecked boat. There's a lot more to it. Yeah, it actually is. Yep, it's a quasi sunken boat. And there we go. We got some. We even got some salt off of that. Oh, nice. Yes, salt comes in handy for cooking later. So just be aware of that. Alright, and we're just going to ease right on up to the beach here. And away we go. Now, I built a camp here. But where? Oh. It's not a camp, it's a stash. It was a stash. Alright, well, let's deal with these piggies real quick. Here, piggy, 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 piggy. See, guys, if you're not comfortable with blocking, just dodge. Stick and move. Stick and move. Feathers, I'm going to leave those there for now. Planks, though. Ooh, goody. Planks. I'm going to take everything else. Well, what do we have anyway? We have a couple more rough hides, but that was from the boars that we just killed. Chop, chop on that. Could I go faster through this? Yes. Am I too patient? Maybe. Alright, let's get back up into this cave now. I did not build a tent here though, which is okay. This is easily remedied. Alright. I'm just gonna go ahead and chop a little bit of plant fiber, cut down a tree. Guys, it's not hard. You don't have to complain and get all excited about, oh my god, I'm taking up all my two whole inventory slots for enough stuff to build a tent. I don't want to do that. Well, then don't, okay? Because every island you land on's got enough plant material and trees right there on the beach. Just cut down a tree, chop a oh no, that's a savage boar. I do not want to tangle with him right now. Wow, where did he come from? Oh, okay. Uh-oh, charging boar. Oh, there we go. And I made a classic mistake. What did I not do? What did I not do? I didn't nourish. But we came out on top. I didn't panic. I didn't freak out. And I certainly didn't say, pigs are impossibly hard. Yes, I'm going to be making a lot of fun of some people. So if you enjoy that kind of stuff, hey, come on, join in for the ride. It's a lot of fun. Hey, when I mess up and make mistakes, I hope y'all blast me for it too. Dang, dude. Oh, you know what I didn't do? This is one of the interesting things. See? Go ahead, guys. Lay into me. I messed up. I know it. I know I messed up. I'm not going to blame the dev team for making an impossible game. The game's impossibly hard. No, it's not. No, it's really not. The combat system's janky. No, you do. So let me explain. Do you see what happened there? Do you see what I did there, or rather, didn't do? I charged in. I got cornered. I got stuck. Okay, we've seen this in games before, guys. We've seen this many a time in games before. It's not a new development. It's not a recent development. What I got left on me? I got salt. I'm gonna put salt in there for now. Okay. Now, the bosses are something a little different. The bosses actually are tough. I mean, you know, if the local wildlife is tough, you know, hey, it stands to reason. I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing. Good. Makes you pay for being arrogant, makes you pay for making mistakes, makes you pay for just thinking that you're Sergeant York gonna take on the Germans your darn self. It's not hyperbole, guys. It's not an overinflation of the fact. A pig can and will kill you if you don't know what you're doing and you're not prepared for it. A pig can and will kill you. Right. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to upgrade my guns first. The defense is decent right now. Hold on a second. There's one other thing that's up there. There we go. And these coconuts, I'm just going to drop them off right here for now. Okay, so see, 10 copper, and 10 wood for your cannons, and it's costing a little bit of nails actually to upgrade the armor. So the armor goes from 100 to 120. I'm going to upgrade the armor 1 level, and I'm going to try to max out my cannons. There we go. And now I can go back and see what I can do with my armor. Look at that. We got both of those capped out. We're still not going to be ready for boarding actions, and I'm serious. Do not try to board if your boarding gear is underrepresented. Do not do that. You will find yourself alone on an enemy ship fighting 20 guys. And if you think a couple of pigs are bad, wait until 10 angry pirates want your head because you're trying to take their boat from them. Anyway, let's see here. Oh, you know what? We are at about a good time to stop, actually, folks. So, I'm gonna go take a breather down in the hold of my ship and find some rum and take a nap. All right, guys, sit tight. If you're enjoying the content, please be sure to like, subscribe, follow. It does help. I enjoy doing this. I have a good time with this. And you know what? If people find me offensive, well, whatever. You know what? We live in that kind of world now where everything offends anybody at any given time. It's so sad. People can't have fun. People can't have a good time. And people certainly can't razz on people a little bit that certainly deserve it. So we'll catch y'all next time. This is Wolf190D signing off.